23 and another amateur at 25. And as he was on the train back to Atlanta, he turned to O.B. Keeler. Keeler was a writer for the Atlanta Journal and accompanied my grandfather. We called my grandfather Bub, so if I refer to him as Bub, then that's who I'm talking about. So he and Bub were on the train back, and Bub turned to O.B. and he said, "You know, O.B., if I could win a USGA championship every year between 1923 and 1930, I think I could pretty well hang it up with a record like that. What do you think?" And O.B. said, "Yeah, Bob, I think that would be pretty stunning. No one's ever done it before." And Bub said, "Well, I think that's what I'll shoot. I'm going to do that by 1930 and then I'll hang it up." Now, one of the interesting things about Bub was he would never put his goals in pen. He would almost do them in pencil because he was always adjusting his goals. The reason I say that is the next year, in 1926, he became the first man in history to win the double, which is both Open Championships, the Open Championship of the United Kingdom and the Open Championship of the United States in the same year. No one had ever done that before, but he did. And in 1926, something occurred to him that never had occurred to him before, and that was, wow, if I can win both Opens in the same year, and I know I can win the United States Amateur, if I can win a British Amateur, then I think I could win all 4 of those in the same year. Something that no one had ever done before. In fact, there wasn't even a name for it. Later, after it was done in September of 1930, when he finished the Grand Slam, O.B. Keeler would initially call it the Impregnable Quadrilateral, but then it was, yeah. Well, I don't even have to explain why that name stunk. I mean, what are you going to do with that? Finally, they settled on the Grand Slam. And then, after that, Bub did something so amazing in November of 1930 that nobody could believe it. He quit. And the reason he quit was pretty simple. He was absolutely exhausted. Bub was an introvert. Now, my great-grandfather, Robert P. Jones, the colonel, he was, the definition of an extrovert. And Bub used to always say, he said, "I like people, but I really like them best in small doses." And that was true. One of the things that was really taking a toll on him is that he couldn't do anything without a gallery. If he was at home in Atlanta and was playing a round of golf at his home club, at the athletic club's East Lake Country Club, he would be followed by a couple of hundred people who just wanted to see him go out and play. And the pressure of that was just amazing to him, and it just overwhelmed him. Even more overwhelming was in the last couple of years of his playing career, he found that people were betting astronomical sums of money on him. Wee Bobby Cruikshank, who he defeated in the playoff to win the 23 U.S. Open, bet some astronomical sum of money. I don't recall it right now, but I think it was something like $25,000 on my grandfather to win all 4 major championships of the year 1930. And when he found out that, especially at the beginning stage of the Depression, that people in Atlanta, his hometown, his friends were betting $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for him to win tournaments, he was just appalled and terrified because they were putting their whole family future on him. He also said that he really didn't like to be treated like a racehorse. So it really kind of stuck with him. Even by that time, he was already craving some place where he could just get away. Some place where he could go and just tee it up with friends, and the crowds would not be there. They wouldn't follow him. But he had no idea where he was going to put it. Now,